Hello friends, today I am with you by taking the concept of class 12th chapter 1st relations and functions. Relations. In ordinary language, what is a relation? Everybody knows. Relation means how two persons and objects are interrelated to each other. But in mathematics, it has different meaning. Before understanding about relations in mathematics, firstly we have to understand about Cartesian product of two sets. Means if A and B are two non-empty sets means which have some elements, then the set of all ordered pairs means this is order pair where A means small a belongs to first set and second element belongs to second set is called the Cartesian product of two sets. It is always denoted by A cross B. But in mathematical notation, we are writing in this manner A cross B is equal to in curl bracket order pair where it tells A belongs to this set and B belongs to this set. This is the definition where I have written in mathematical language. And one thing more, if A cross B is equal to 5, it means both sets are having no element. Clear? Now I have taken one more example to tell about Cartesian product. If A is having these elements and B is having these, then how to find the Cartesian product? Firstly, you will make the big curl bracket. Firstly, you will take the first element with both, then second element and third element means you have to write each element with these elements. Then I have written n. N means number of elements, how many will be in this Cartesian product. This can be easily, you can get means how many in A into how many in B, that is 6, and you are getting also 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. And remember, this is a formula. Sometimes you can say ki ma'am, how will we know ki we have done correct, we didn't leave any order pair? So this is a formula is equal to this. And one thing more, number of relations means from any Cartesian how many relation you can find. Relations, this is equal to 2 raised to power mn. M means number of element in first set and number of element in second set. So it means 2 raised to power 3 into 2. So you got 2 raised to power 6 means 64. You can get the relations. But what is a relation? Now I am explaining. Relation. A relation A, relation R from a non-empty set B is a subset of A cross B. Means you have A cross B, then your relation will always be subset या equal to A cross B. It can never be greater than its product. It can be equal या it has subset. Clear? Suppose I am giving one example. If A dot A comma B is belonging to R, then we can write this in this sense also. Both have same meaning. A related B, and you can write both are having same meaning. Next, this if I say R is a relation defined on N. N means natural number on R AB where AB belongs to N. Means both elements are belonging to N, and N you know natural numbers, and you have to take this relation in this sense ki A is equal to B square will be there. You know first element your A, B is your second element, but you will take the A, that number which is the square of B. If I put B is 1, then you will take what? 1, because A is dependent on B. If I take B2, then what is your A? 4. If I take 3 square, you are getting 9. In this sense, you are getting this as a relation. Relation is a subset. Clear? Inverse of a relation. Now, from the name, it is clear to all people कि if this is our relation, then how will you write inverse? R inverse, and you will change its partners. A will go on B, B will go on A place, and it will remain same. Now you know about domain, range and codomain. We discussed in class 11th. Domain means where the function is defined, where we are getting the value of function. Domain means first element of the set, and range means second element of the set, means in order pair, and codomain means all the elements which are in set B, means if R is here, A cross B, then all the elements of A is your domain, B is of codomain. What are you getting in range? This is your second element. And domain of R inverse, I think you can get very easily, because domain of this is now range of this, and its domain is its range. Now we are introducing about the types of relation. First is empty. Empty means khali. Khali means void. Void means null. These are the names of empty relation. It means if no element is there, you will say that this is empty relation. If I have taken A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you have A cross A, the relation is A comma B. A plus B is 20, means A and B both elements are belonging to A. It means this one, because you have only one set. You have to take A and B in that pair ki both are making 20. I think no one can make 20. 1 plus 5, 4 plus 5. So R is equal to 5. It is a subset, but it can never be having any element. So this is void relation. Universal relation means all the sets are contained there. A relation in which set A is called universal relation if each element of A is related to every element of A, so it is equal to A cross A. So A cross A, you know how many elements will be there. I told also M into N. If any, how many here? 5. 5 into 5, 20 elements will also be in your relation. Now R, suppose it is here A comma B, where A minus B's mode is always greater than 0. Equal also you have take, and greater also. And you know one thing more, modulus is there, then any negative number can be changed into positive. So every relation will come here. Suppose 1 minus 1, 0. So you have to take 1 minus 2, that is 1. 1 minus 3, why I am saying it 1? Because modulus is there, this is greater than 0. So you can satisfy by taking any number. So every number is here, so this is a universal relation. Now identity relation, in which each element has domain and range are equal, means 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Every element on first and second place both will be same. This is identity, means just like image. Domain and range both will be same in identity relation. Next one is reflexive. These are very important relation: reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Reflexive relation is that, Rajay, a relation R in set is called reflexive if A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to R. If A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to R, means every element with the same element. How many elements are here? 2. 1 with itself, 2 also with itself. Any other element doesn't matter to us. If 1, 2, 3 are there, then 1 with 1, 2 with 2, 3 with 3. Means with each element with itself. This is called reflexive. I have written also. You have to write in this sense. This is a definition of reflexive. Second is symmetric. A relation R in set A is called symmetric if this relation is in your relation, then its converse will also be there. Any other element doesn't matter to us. Suppose this is here 1, 1, 1, 1, no problem. 1, 2. And it must have 2, 1. Yes, it is here. 2, 3, then you must have 3, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2 doesn't matter. 3, 3. So it is a symmetric because every element has its converse. Third one is transitive. A relation R on the set is called transitive if AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then it must have AC belongs to R. It is necessary point. You have to see if this point is repeating here, then you will say कि it must have like this. Suppose I have taken one example and you have given this relation C 1 1 2 2 3 3. It doesn't matter to us because every element has same image. A B, this is your B. B is repeating here, yes. B C, so 1 3, AC is there. If I say कि this element is not here, suppose, then A B, then B C, A C, so it is there. Clear? Everybody knows now. And one thing more, equivalence relation. Equivalence relation is that where you have to see all these relation. If any relation is symmetric, reflexive and transitive at a time, then you will say this is equivalence relation. Clear? I hope you are getting this concept.